Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 5 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab, scroll down to grade 5 math, and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter geometry. The lessons we're going to cover today are parallel, perpendicular, and intersecting lines, lines, line segments, and rays, area and parameter of figures on grid, volume of irregular figures made of unit cubes. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Here I am on grade 5 math. Chapter we are on right now is geometry, parallel, perpendicular, and intersecting. Are these lines perpendicular? No, they are the intersecting lines, right? Let's just start with the test questions. Are these lines parallel? No, they are the intersecting lines, right? They are not parallel. Are these lines intersecting? Yes, they are intersecting lines. Are these lines intersecting? No, they are the parallel lines, right? They never intersect each other. Are these lines perpendicular? Yes, they are. Perpendicular lines are the one that when intersect, they make an angle of 90 degrees. So yes, they are the perpendicular lines. Are these lines parallel? Yes, they are parallel. Parallel lines are the one that never intersect each other. So yes, they are parallel. Are these lines intersecting? Yes, they are. Option number one is the correct option. Are these lines parallel? No, they are not the parallel lines. The correct option is no. Are these lines perpendicular? No, they are not they are the intersecting lines. Option number two is the correct option. Are these lines perpendicular? No, they are not the perpendicular lines. Are these lines intersecting? Yes, they are intersecting lines. Are these lines intersecting? Yes, they are intersecting lines. Are these lines parallel? No, they are not the parallel lines. They are intersecting lines, right? Are these lines parallel? No, they are not the parallel lines. Are these lines perpendicular? Yes, they are perpendicular lines. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is lines, line segments, and what is this? That is a line segment because it has two endpoints, so that is a line segment. What is a line because it never ends? Let's just start with the test questions. What is this? This is the line. Option number one is the correct option. This is the line segment. Option number two is the correct option. What is this? This is the line. Option number one is the correct option. Sorry, line segment, not line. What is this? Line segment ray. This is the line because it never ends. So option number one is the correct option. What is this? Line segment ray. That is a line segment. Option number two is the correct option. What is this? Ray, it is option number three is the correct option. What is this? This is a line. Option number, I think, yes, line it is. What is this? This is a line. Option number one is the correct option. Line it is. What is this? This is the line segment. Option number two is the correct option. Very good. What is this? Ray, it is option number three is the correct option. What is this? Line, it is option number one is the correct option. What is this? The line segment, it is option number two is the correct option. What is this? This is the ray. Option number three is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is area and perimeter of figures on grid. What is the parameter? So the parameter is the sum of all the side lengths. So the side lengths are 2, 2, 2, and 2. We need to add all the side lengths. So the side length of this figure is 8. The correct option is 8. Let's just start with the test questions. What is the area? So that is a complex figure, right? We can calculate the area by dividing the figure into two smaller figures. So the area of this one is 1, 2, 2 times 1, that is 2. And 40 and 2 times 1, that is 2. So we need to add the area of both the shapes. So 2 plus 2 makes 4. So the area of the figure is 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. What is the area? That is 2 times 1 is 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 2. What is the parameter? You need to add all the side lengths. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8, 9, 10. 10 it is. Option number 1 is the correct option. I'm just counting the side lengths, right? So that is 10. Option number 1 is the correct option. What is the parameter? So just add all the side lengths 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 it is. Option number 2 is the correct option, that is 12. What is the area? Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 3. 2, yes, the area is 3 square units, not 2. The what is the parameter of the shaded figure? That is 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. What is the area of the shaded region? So 1, 2, 3. 3 times 1, that is 3. And 2 times 1, that is 2. So you need to add 3 plus 2 makes 5. So area of the shaded region is 5. That is 5. Option number 1 is the correct option. What is the parameter? 8 units it is. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is volume of irregular figures made out of cube. What is the volume of this object? What is the volume of this object? So count the cubes by rows. Remember that some cubes may be hidden behind other cubes. There are three cubes in the bottom now and one in the top. So there are four cubes in all. So the volume is 4. Let's just start with the test questions. What is the volume of this object? We need to count the cubes, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the volume of this one is 7 cubic unit. Option number 2 is the correct option. What is the volume? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It must be 7. Option number 1 is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 7. What is the volume? 1, 2, 3, 4. We can see three of them, but one of them is hidden. What is the volume? 5 it is. Option number 1 is the correct option. What is the volume? 4 it is. The correct option is 4. Option number 2 is the correct option. What is the volume? Eight it is. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 6, grade 5 math. Chapter we were working on is geometry. The lessons we have covered today are parallel lines, lines, line segments and rays, area and parameter of figures on grids, volume of irregular figures made of unit cubes. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with it, simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write them down in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and if you have any. So any questions you can please ask if you have any. No questions? No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.